Macmillan Audio presents The Secret History of America, Classic Writings on Our Nation's Unknown Past and Inner Purpose by Manly P. Hall. Edited, introduced, and read to you by Mitch Horowitz. Preface: Preserving the Legacy by Greg Sawyer. As I often say before my lectures at the University of Philosophical Research, I have the best job in the world. Along with my devoted and professional colleagues, I am charged with sustaining and advancing the mission of Manly Palmer Hall, one of the world's greatest spiritual and ethical thinkers, by offering practical and profound wisdom for the 21st century. We accomplish our mission through campus lectures, online courses, and publishing, among other ventures. It is a solemn and sacred responsibility to be trusted with the legacy of Mr. Hall, and all of us at the University of Philosophical Research and the Philosophical Research Society both welcome and weigh this duty every day. Friends of the University and Society buoy us in our work, and the publication of this volume is the result of a unique nexus of two such friends. In 2011, as a retirement project, a longtime student of Hall's work, Alan Harris, decided to create a searchable text catalog of all of Hall's article titles, alphabetically and by date, from his journals, The All-Seeing Eye, Horizon, and PRS Journal. Alan began collecting them by combing through online sellers and other sources nearly every day and ordering journals that he didn't have as they went up for sale. 7 years later, in 2018, his collection of all of the titles and journals is now complete. I am happy to announce that Alan has graciously donated the results of his labor of love to the PRS Library to make these articles by Manly P. Hall and others available for this special volume of Hall's writings on America. It is the kind of project that would be too labor-intensive for our small and dedicated staff, but in Alan, we found a friend who made it possible. Around the time that Alan was donating his scans to us, we picked up another conversation with an old friend. Mitch Horowitz had spoken at UPR-PRS in the past and was instrumental in the publication of the popular Reader's Edition of The Secret Teachings of All Ages, still one of our best sellers, not to mention the works of our second president, Dr. Obadiah Harris. I can remember the excitement in the room when we reconnected with Mitch about visiting campus and working with us to get the voice of Manly P. Hall out into the world again. Mitch is a unique and welcome voice himself as he rescues the esoteric from the dustbins of academe and the shallow uses it is put to in popular culture. It was a happy convergence then when we told Mitch about our recent acquisition and he offered to edit this volume. UPR-PRS is proud to make available to readers this unique collection of Manly P. Hall's insights into America, until now found only in his magnificent library in Los Angeles. We hope that you find inspiration and practical and profound wisdom in these words. Introduction: Manly P. Hall's America and Ours by Mitch Horowitz. I'll never forget the first time I heard the name Manly P. Hall. It was a summer day about 20 years before this writing. I was having lunch with friends in New York City, where Hall once lived, and began researching his great book, The Secret Teachings of All Ages, at the city's cathedral-like public library, where I am a writer-in-residence today. It was early in my studies of occult and esoteric traditions. Who should I be reading? I asked my friends, both long-time seekers. One, named Pythia, the same name I later learned from Hall's work as the Oracle at Delphi, said, Manly P. Hall, lingering over every syllable. I felt the kind of electrical charge you sometimes experience when you know you're about to make a life-shifting discovery. I had to learn who was behind that stately name. I felt an inner conviction that such knowledge would prove personally meaningful. My conviction turned out right. Not only has Hall's work been pivotal to my own outlook, but the other longtime friend at that table, Joel Fatinos, is today the publisher of this anthology. Hall was the first writer who helped me
Sample complete. Ready to continue?